Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you your live weekly tarot reading here on Woo Woo Wednesday. And this Monday on the 7th, we had a very powerful full moon and lunar eclipse. And with that full moon, we've had a lot of emotions coming up to be released and to be healed and to be free. And so I just want to take a moment to honor the struggle that you might be going through this week, because those emotions that are coming up are wanting to be released for a reason. So it's really important to take time to open up and allow space for these emotions to come up, to make themselves known and to become aware of them, and then to give them the space and freedom to be let go and released, because maybe they're coming up because they no longer positively serve you. So let me just check in with you guys. Have you felt these emotions coming up? Have you had an emotional roller coaster week? Have you had tears or old fears coming up, actually, that need to be released? What's going on in your world right now? Of course, we'll tune into the cards and see what energy comes up and what we need to pay attention to. But just take a moment to reflect on how's your energy been this week. I know a lot of people are feeling tired and they're feeling worn out. And a lot of the times when we go through transformations and transitions, then we require time to rest and time to relax, because our body is doing a lot of energetic processing. Although we may not be physically active or running marathons or whatever, we can still be tired because the emotions and the energy that it takes to heal and transform them take work, whether you can see it or not. Dana says, questioning what's going on with my life. I feel exhausted. Stacy says, good morning from New Zealand. Anne says, my energy is drained for sure. So just take a moment and listen to the people around you. They're also going through this alone. So know that, you know, the energy might be high in your life, and other people are going through this too. So we have to be careful in our communication and when we deal with people, and not to blame people too quickly or to assume things, because like I said, if you're going through it, someone else is going through it too. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Jessica. So beautiful to see you all here. We're just tuning into the energy and talking about what's going on and how we feel and what's coming up for us to be released. I know in my own personal life, I have been redecorating and clearing out the clutter and making upgrades in my life. I just got a new washer and dryer. I'm like, okay, I'm like a real adult now, but these are things that I've been saying I want to change, or things that need to upgrade. So have you been noticing that? Things that you're letting go of, or clearing out the clutter, or releasing and refreshing things in your life? I know that when times of transformation and transition are happening, it's typically reflected in our physical reality too. So we're either changing locations or changing job or changing who we hang out with. So have you been doing this decluttering or detoxing or rearranging? I also know that my husband and I have been really big on making our plans through the end of the year. How is our morning routine? What are we doing for our evening routine? How are we attacking business? And how are we incorporating fun and playfulness into our life? And making sure all of our boundaries and all of the categories in life are balanced out in a way that is reflecting what we need most at this time. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Vala. Anne says she's been organizing. Lorraine says, so glad to hear I'm not the only one. Tired to the bone. Yes, so many people are feeling exhausted. I know that as I've been working with my one-on-one clients today, I've heard a lot of people tell me that they're tired, they want a massage, they need to rest. And even the tarot readings that I've done in my sessions with my one-on-one clients are showing that we need time in nature, we need to relax, we need to calm down, and really enjoy the fact that we do have this kind of limbo land. I kind of feel like we're all in limbo right now, where we're going through a transition, but we're not exactly ready to take that next step, and we're not fully free of the past, or releasing, or healing, or rearranging. Noodles is definitely showing off back here, guys. So it's okay to take time to rest. It's okay to relax. It's actually necessary. Our body absolutely needs time to heal and time to release and receive. It's a beautiful process, but if we're constantly in go mode, then we're not offering the time for that to make its way into our life. So I want to hear from you guys today. I'm going with the flow. Do you guys want to see things from my Archangel Power Tarot deck, or would you like me to bust out the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards? So the Oracle cards are more like one-word messages, and the Tarot deck, of course, goes in deep. There's a lot of information that comes out of there. Resonating with limbo fatigue. Yes, all of this. Carter says nature. Okay, you want the nature deck. I hear you. Tammy says, I'm changing work. My son moved in and it's crowded. I love the change, but I'm exhausted. Anne says both. Jalen says nature. Erica says nature. Lorraine says nature cards, the new cards. Okay, nature cards win, and maybe both, but we'll go with the Oracle cards. These are such a beautiful deck. I picked these up while I was in Iceland, and they're so on point, especially, you know, really my message in life is to get back to nature and to get back to our hippie roots and what we know to be true deep on a soul level. And nature always... My decks and my cards are just flying everywhere. Nature is always providing that wisdom for us. So we have to spend time going in nature, getting quiet, relaxing, and really attuning our energies to natural rhythms and like the harmonious vibe of nature. So I'm going to shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message we most need at this time for this week. And like I said, the emotions have been high. So give yourself a break, man. Go easy on yourself. This is not a time to push and try to make things happen. Things are rearranging for a reason. You're letting go of the old, you're letting go of the past, you're letting go of old relationships or things like that. So it just is going to take time to move through this transition. So we've got one card that has come up for us, and I like to draw 3 cards just to really get a more clear message on what do we need to pay attention to this week. And the way that this works for everyone is that you pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that you're having while I'm reading these cards to you. Pay attention to the visions and those emotions that come up. These are going to be your guides that help you to decipher what message you need most for right now. Got our second card that came up, and we'll just look for the third card. And people ask all the time, how do you shuffle? Well, there's no wrong way. For me, a lot of the times the cards are really big, and so I just pick them up like this and shuffle, and I wait for something to pop up or flip out of the deck. You can do it like traditional Vegas style and shuffle that way. It totally doesn't matter. But what's most important is that you trust your own intuition. If you feel like, oh, that's the right card, then draw it and don't hold yourself back. Okay, the first card that comes up, oh my gosh, I got this card. I used this card, this deck for my own personal reading this morning, and I drew this card. So it's very clear that we're at the end of a cycle and we're ready to ask for a new one. And this card is Make a Wish. So Make a Wish comes up to say that you can have anything that you want right now, especially knowing that we are letting go of the old and making room for new. The Make a Wish card really shows us that we are at a point right now where we can take all of the wisdom and all of the knowledge that we've gained along our journey and apply it to this next phase of our life. So let me ask you this, and I asked Chris this last night too. If you could have one wish granted, what would that wish be? Actually, I asked him this morning after I got the card, because I started thinking about it, like, be careful what you wish for. So if you only have one wish, like, well, what would that be? And he said, for me or for the world? And I thought that was very noble that he asked that question. So I want to ask you, if you could have one wish granted, what would that be? Whether it be for you or it be for the world. Now, I'll share what he had to say, and that was world peace. And I felt like he was running for Miss America or something, but I 100% agree with him on that one. So make a wish. Your dreams become reality. What is it that you want to manifest? What do you want to bring more of in your life? All you have to do is begin to ask for it, and then take that guided and inspired action that comes from within when you're ready to take the next step. So let's see what the next card is. Breakthrough. What a beautiful card. Check this out. So this is actually the cover of the deck, of the Nature Whispers deck. So I love that that came up. So breakthrough. Again, we're at a turning point in our life. We're ready to transition to the next one. And this is that breakthrough moment. So make your wish in alignment with what you want to bust into. You're leaving the past behind, and you're breaking free of old thoughts and patterns and forms. And now you can begin to manifest a brand new reality. So this is saying breakthrough. You've come to this reality, this realization that where you've come from doesn't depict on where you will go. You now can consciously choose how you want to move through life. Hello, darling. So good to see you all here. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Danny, Ashley, Brandy. So beautiful to see you all. Thank you for joining. So make a wish and breakthrough. So what is that breakthrough you want to have? Leave it in the comments below. I really want to hear from you on this one. What is your wish? What is that breakthrough that you want to make right now? And let's check out the final card. This card has come up multiple times today as well. I drew this for other coaching clients. So this is the big picture. So this is really about taking a step back. Like I said, my husband and I right now are in that energy of like, okay, we have so many months left of this year. Let's take a step back and see how have we been operating this year? What is working? What is not working? What needs to be rearranged or what needs to be let go of completely? So this card, the big picture, is saying that you're focusing too much on the little details and that you need to take a step back from your situation, your life, your business, your relationships, and view it from a higher perspective. Pretend as if you weren't you anymore and you stepped outside of your body and you looked into your life from another perspective, but you were watching yourself, right? So this is saying, take a step back, look at your life in a new way. And Chris and I call this updating the rules. So I invite you to update your rules. Really put it all on the table. What are you doing right now? What is your morning routine? How are you self-caring for yourself? How are you connecting intimately? How are you connecting and contributing to your community? Really start to pull back on all these subjects. Don't be so narrow-minded or focused on just one thing, and really pull yourself back and look at life in all these different categories and go, well, what's being neglected? Or what am I focusing too much on? Because there's something that you might be missing that's just right there in front of your face. So if you take a step back, you offer yourself a bigger, more clear perspective for you to operate from. So with these cards, we've got Make a Wish, Breakthrough, and the Big Picture. So this is saying, like, what is it that you want to realize? What is that mindset shift? What is that goal that you want to manifest? What is that dream you want to bring into reality? Really take a step back from that and go, okay, how can I actually make this work? What are the steps that I need to do? What are the skills that I need to learn? What are the blocks that I need to heal so that I can move forward? Big picture, I like that. I need to look at my life more closely. Yeah, actually, I love that you say that, because we can look at our life closely, but I hope you do it from a further perspective, because when we are too closely focused just on one little bit, we miss the big picture. So we can take a look at our life more clearly, maybe not more closely. So just take a step back and look at your life as if you were like your guardian angel, and offer yourself advice that you can see from that higher perspective. I think that will really help you to get clear on what are you doing, what do you not need to be doing, and what do you want to be doing that you're not. So what a beautiful message that gives you the power, and it gives you the control to say you have within you to decide whatever it is you want. Make that breakthrough and believe that it's possible. And like I said, look at everything from a bigger picture, from a higher perspective. Take a step back and act as if you were your own spirit guide, giving you really wise advice. So what is that for you? What is that wish that you want to make true? Leave it in the comments below, because as you claim it, as you own it, and you speak it, you begin to materialize it. You know, they say what you focus on expands, and Law of Attraction says if you focus for more than 17 seconds on a thought, it begins to take material form. So as we write it, as we speak it, as we set an intention around it, it becomes realized. And, you know, the word abracadabra means to make words into form. So as we speak it, as we type it, as we claim it, we make it our own. Hello from Wales. Thank you. This is just what I needed to hear. Sending love to Wales. And not only what do I need to do, but who am I being? Very great question. Really, the whole point is this journey of self-discovery. And the most important question you could ever ask yourself is, who am I? And what does that mean? Yes, clearly, I don't feel I am anywhere I need to be. I guess it has to be a daily effort. Absolutely, you can't just show up one day out of a 365-day year and expect that your year is going to go amazing if you only put in work one day. It's about continued effort and continued action and determination. And at this point, we're being called to rest as well. So it's about balancing, knowing when you need to take action and move forward and when you need to rest, but also not getting too comfortable in the rest phase, knowing that once you fill your cup, your energy is renewed, you can then begin to move forward again. And during that rest phase, you'll be receiving divine guidance, internal messages, and visions because you've taken time to create space to connect with yourself so that you can see and hear your spirit's voice and messages more clearly. So we're not always in the go, go, go mode. The resting mode is just as important as the action mode. I'm going to step back and let my business evolve on its own and not babysit it. Well, you definitely have to take responsibility of it, but I think letting go of control so tightly allows for more spontaneous action and more creativity to flow into the picture. Thanks for spreading the light. Absolutely. Namaste, people. Hello, Rachel, Stacy, Brittany. It's so good to see you all. Well, this has been a beautiful message. I'm going to hop off of here, and I will see you guys next week for Woo Woo Wednesday. But just know that this is a beautiful time for you to really get clear on what it is you want your next adventure to be. What is that wish you want to come true? And make that breakthrough by setting your intention of, this is what I want. I have 100% faith and belief that it is possible for me. And step back. Stop overanalyzing, stop overthinking, and relax. Trust that what you want and the action that you take is enough, and that it will all work out just as it should. Rest is best. You're inspirational. Hello, Catherine. It's so good to see you, darling. So much love to you all. Thank you for sharing your love and light today. I will see you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series here on my Facebook page at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time with my husband, Chris, where we teach you simple mindset shifts to create radical transformation in your life. This has been a beautiful reading, and if you'd like a one-on-one psychic tarot session, then I invite you to click the link in the comments above for your 1-hour reading. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week and on Friday if you join us for the Elevated Life series. But I'll be here every Wednesday reading Woo Woo Wednesday and connecting you with your soul and our divine guides so that we can understand what do we need to focus on, where is our energy, and what do we most need to know. So this message is clear that it's time to relax and trust. Make that wish and set your intention for that next session in your life, that next adventure, that next experience you want to go on. Know that you have the power to make it happen and that all is working out for your highest good. Just stop thinking about it so much and either rest or take action, whatever you're guided to do in the moment. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for joining. Sending you big love during this time. We've got that solar eclipse happening on the 21st. With the new moon, and we're in that middle of the what they call the portal of the lunar eclipse going to the solar eclipse, as well as Mercury retrograde happening in between. So there's a lot of planetary energy shifting and changing, so you're gonna see that in your life as well. So go easy on yourself and take time to replan and restructure what you're doing in your life right now and really make it align with what you want. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.